What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Sorry, I got on here late, but we had some power issues over here. What's up, William? How you doing? Had a little bit of a power issue here, so it took me a little longer to get on. See who else comes in, William. There's a breaker box outside that handles so many of the lots, and it tripped. What's up, Capone? What's going on? So how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody all right? I got all four of the dogs. They're sitting here chewing their bones at my feet here. I got the whole crew out. They're all being good right now, as of right now, anyway. But I tell you, man, for South Carolina, it's cold here, man. I mean, it's cold. I mean, it is cold here. I mean, Christ, this feels like damn Jersey weather. It's like shit. I moved down south to stay warm. But anyway, as far as the living here, I'm probably going to be moving out of here next week. I'm going to move back closer to where I was. You know, this is just too much of a distance for me to keep going back and forth and shit. The gas is killing me. So, but that's why I got a Class A motorhome, right? I got it so I can be mobile. Don't start your bullshit. Don't start the protection dog bullshit. You ain't said shit all day. Relax. I'm going back up near Clover, you know. I'm not sure exactly like what I'm going to do with the RV yet, where I'm going to park it. But figure it out. I'm going to be gone for a few days anyway. I got to go to that appraisal in Fayetteville, then turn around and go to Georgia, and then come back here. So let's see it from the 12th to the 15th. I'll be running around in it anyway. I haven't figured that out yet, William. I'm still looking. Good thing is that I'm happy about is my credit was a lot higher than I thought it was. So that's good. I don't have to worry about that too much. I mean, it's not no 800, but it's a lot better than I thought it was. But just take it one step at a time, man. It's called surviving, man. You just take it one step at a time and do what you got to do. Larry Bird, what are you doing? But dogs are all doing good. Everybody's good. I don't know if you can see them all. I'll try and do this with the cameras. Oh. There's Loudmouth. Larry Bird. Shut up. So they're all here. It's hard to see them. I got to get one of those cameras I can clip on here, so I don't have to use the one that's on the laptop. But it's only you and Capone in tonight, man. I guess everybody gave up on me. I don't get the views I used to get. Well, I can't worry about it, man. I got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to win a popularity contest, really. I mean, I'm just here to talk about dogs and show people my product, and that's about it. William says you can't go blind. You have to have an idea and have something available. Well, I guess you could say that to a certain extent, William, but you know what? The bottom line is I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. That's the bottom line. I do whatever I want to do. Nobody tells me what I'm going to do. I do what I want. I want to go live out in the middle of a goddamn field. That's what I'll do. I'm a survivor, bro. You don't understand. You can put me out in the middle of the woods. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to figure it out. You know. Finally, the phone started ringing today a little bit. So, you know. Yeah, there's ways around it. You got to realize I got a diesel generator on here. I can run this thing self-sufficient. I don't even have to be hooked up thing, and I can power everything in here. It's a almost an 8,000 kilowatt generator, diesel generator, and I got a 130 gallon tank in this RV. So I can park this bitch and run it and stay wherever I want. I can boondock it. You know what I mean? What they call boondocking. I'll find something. I'm not worried about it. I found a piece of land to buy. It's just further south. It's nice, but just me and you tonight, William. Because we're having a one-on-one conversation. I guess people, I don't do the bullies that much anymore, and I guess the people are, they don't, unless it's all about puppies and bullies, they don't really give a shit what else is going on. How much? The one place I looked at was 5 acres. It was 39,000. It was partially cleared too. So I mean, I'll tell you right now, clearing 2 acre. If you clear 2 acres, it's going to cost you at least 10 grand. I've already checked into it. I got quoted for 2 acres of $11,000 to clear it. So this is already partially cleared, so that saved me some money. I would just have to have like an emergency power pole put out there to plug in an RV. You know what I mean? There's a drive, like a road that already goes back to it. Then there's a drive that goes down into the property. So it's not too bad. What's up, Joseph? How you doing, man? Yeah, there ain't too many people in here anymore, Joseph. People don't come see me like they used to. When I had the flashy kennels and I had 15,000 dogs running around, everybody was on here. But, it's not as big as it once was. So now they lost interest. They're going following other people, I guess. I don't know. But like I said, I'm going to be going to that appraisal on the 13th and get Vader appraised, get his percentage done. Then I got to go to Conyers, Georgia for GCR show. And then that's it for the rest of the year. I'm done. And then January, I fire back up and I start going all over the goddamn place. I mean, right out of the gate after the first of the year, man, it's crazy. Like there's like fucking 4 shows in January alone. And they're not close either. They're far. Like there's one in Pennsylvania. I think there's 2 in Pennsylvania. I don't know. But I'm going to be busy. So if I'm not working, I'll be traveling. But you got Olivia's Bully Bash, which is I think it's it's here a GCR USBR show. Yeah, maybe that's true, William. But it is what it is, man. We can only do what we can do. one thing I've learned in a dog game or any game, and that is, you know, a lot of people don't realize what you're actually going through. You know, like because we all go through shit, but you never know what that person's going through, man. You don't know how fucking rough it is. You know, you might see like even you guys see what I tell you. There's a lot of shit I don't tell you because I don't want to bog you guys. That's not what this live's about. This live's about, you know, dogs and dog knowledge and talking about life in between. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it about the dogs. You know what I mean? I like to chop it up and be raw and real with you guys a little bit, but I don't want to drag you guys down it. You know what I mean? That's not the way to do it, man. So I'm not a negative person. I'm just being real. You know, shit is what it is. You know, but I mean, I can't complain. Everything's not going too bad. It could be a lot worse. Trust me, it's been a lot worse. So it's actually getting better. So I can't complain. But the dogs are always good. That's one thing you never worry about with me. The dogs are always good, man. The dogs eat better than I do. You know, and not that I'm losing any weight either, but actually I did lose a lot of weight. Doesn't look like it probably, but I tell you, I got on a scale and I lost. What did I lose? I was 287. I lost like 10 or 12 pounds because of stress. A lot of times when I'm stressing out, I don't want to eat nothing. I'll just drink coffee or drink tea. I'm you don't have a big appetite when you're worrying about shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, I know some stuff. You know, um, but far as the dog part, I want to let you guys know, like coming up in 2025, there are a lot of shows, either GCR or USBR shows. Now, GCR shows is Global Canine Registry. Okay. Now, I want to give them a shout out. GCR. They're put from the get go. They put on really good shows, really good hardware. The trophies look really nice. But the best thing is, it's all breed, man. So I can go there and hang out with my bully people, even if I don't have a bully. I can take my Borbles and be in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And I can compete and I can win. And USBR, give a shout out to USBR. USBR recognizes Borbles too. You know, Connie Corsos. So, and Vader actually has points in the USBR towards his championship already. I'm not sure how many. I actually sent his pedigree and I sent his registration number over to them. Vader, lay down. Today, so they could put the points on to make his file up. And so I'm already a member. Lay down, Vader. I'm going to knock your ass out. Lay down. Don't be a stubborn ass. They just went outside too. They have no reason to have to go outside. But so we'll see how many points he has, and then I'll know about how many more shows he has to win to get it done. And be honest with you, I think I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure if I champ him out, he'll be the first Borble to champion the USBR. I could be wrong, but that would be something too, you know. So we're going to hit the shows hard this year. We're going to Beast of the East in September 6th. Danny Cervantes show. We're going there. We're going to Buchella, which is I think it's in Allentown. Now the ABKC, they're doing all right. They'll allow the Connie Corso show Rocco, my puppy, but I can't show the Borbles in there. Maybe at a later date they might allow the Borbles in there. I don't know. The show that's on December 14th, that's a GCR show. That's Global Canine Registry. So that's an all-breed show. It's in Conyers, Georgia. And like the theme of it's called the rodeo edition, so it's like cowboys stuff, cowboy boots and all that crap. Um, so that's why I say, see, technically, this is what's going on. The 14th, there's like 3 different shows all on the same day, right? You got the Christmas show that USBR has in Lumberton, North Carolina. Like you bring a toy for kids and all that. I would go to that, but I can't because I can't be at 3 places at once. The appraisal is on the 14th, but I talked to the lady that runs Knobber, okay, and she says I can come make arrangements to come to the hotel the day before and have the dog appraised because they're always there a day early. I can come on the 13th, have them appraise the dog, get all the paperwork done and stuff, whatever I got to do, and then take off and go to Georgia. So that's what I'm going to do. I mean, as much as I would like to stay for the appraisal and let people really see my dog, I can't. I can't. I got too much to do. Because I got points. I got points in the GCR. I got points in the USBR. I'm working towards championships. I gotta go where the points are at. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what's going on. And then I probably won't even the show on for in Georgia, since that's on the 14th. I probably won't even leave till the 15th, the morning of the 15th. I'll probably sleep over and then take off in the morning and come home. It's going to be a late night because it's 3 sanctioned shows. So I mean, you're talking they're not going to get done to like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. It all depends on how much money I got, William. If I got enough money, I'm going to show everybody. But you got to realize it's $30 a class. You got 4 dogs and you got 3 shows, right? It's like $120 a dog. Or not, was it? No, I mean $90 a dog. 3 classes, or 4 classes. So they're all different breeds and shit, except for the Karma Invader. So it's between that and and then the booth and everything, it adds up. It ends up being a few $100. Then the gas to get there, ends up being $1,000 trip. So I'm saying this dog show shit is not cheap. It's not cheap to feed them. It's not cheap to take care of them. It's not cheap to show them. Hey, bird. So, but the reason I'm taking the RV, I'll have all the dogs with me, so I don't have to worry about anybody having to take care of my dogs or any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? If I only show Vader and I just show 1 dog, it doesn't matter. I got the other 3, and I know they're okay. So either way, I win. The main thing is to get the points on Vader. That's the main thing to do. But we're going to work on it. Like I said, we're going to be showing all year. And there's also I forgot to tell you there's a big Boar Bowl Expo. It's like 3 or 4 days long. I think it's in Illinois. I'm probably going to go to that. So I don't know if I'm going to stay there 4 days, but I mean, I'm going to show my dogs and leave or whatever. See what happens. I've never been to one, so I don't know what the hell's going on with it. But I'm going to go to it and check it out. So I'm not. I can't remember the date. I only saw it once, William. I think it's in March. I'm not sure. March or April. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I have a picture of it, like the picture of the flyer that was on the internet. I screenshot it, and I got all the shows. What I do when they show them on online, I screenshot them, and then I save them in my phone so I don't miss any of them. And I just go down the list of which ones I want to go to. But I mean, that's a place where Vader would have some competition there. He might get his ass handed to him there because there's going to be nice dogs there. You know what I mean? And you know, Vader's a nice dog, but he ain't the best dog out there. Oh yeah, yeah. She's been bugging you to go back there. I'll look on my phone and see if a screenshot. See if I can figure out. Let's see what it says here. Let's see. I don't. I don't see it on there. Maybe I didn't save it. I don't know. I have to look. They put it up 20 times before then anyway. Relax, girl. Karma's getting big, man. Karma's an attention whore, man. She's got to be like the center of attention all the time. So she's getting big. I know she's over 100 pounds now. She's not really way over 100, but you know, she's probably at 100 or a little over, like 103 or something like that. Vader's a monster as usual, but everybody's doing well. I'm just trying to keep everybody in good shape and injury free, and that's all we can do. Karma's leg's all right. I've been putting blankets in there and stuff. It's getting a little better. It went down a lot. So then Rocco hurt his back leg. He's limping a little bit because he was running around acting stupid. He didn't really hurt it. He just like sprained it or whatever. You know, he still puts weight on it. He just ain't. He's just favoring it a little bit. You know, puppies. You got to watch with puppies because puppies when they, yeah, remember them the bones are not knitted together yet, and their growth plates and all. That's why I don't like to let these big dogs do a lot of exercising, man. You know, I give them a little bit of trotting around, and then that's it. I don't run these dogs hard. And one of the biggest things, and I'll touch on tonight, which is a good subject, is the subject of bloat. Okay, when you have big dogs like this, if you feed them, okay, and say you give them four, say like Vader, he eats like 4 to 6 cups of food, right? You feed them, and then 10 minutes later, you take them outside, let them run around. What can happen is their stomach, from swing being all swish swashy, you know, with the water and the food, can flip, right? And it cuts off the circulation, and then they start to swell up like a balloon. It's called bloat, okay? And they'll die very quickly from it. I mean, you could by the time you get them to the vet, they could be dead. So I don't run my dogs after they eat. They don't get ran for almost an hour. They're not allowed to run around for like an hour afterwards. I'll let them trot or let them walk. As soon as they start acting crazy, I put them up. I don't let them run around at all. Not hard running. That's done on an empty stomach or close to empty stomach. Karma, will you lay down? What are you doing? What are you pacing around for? What's wrong? Lay down, girl. Yeah, I don't let my dogs jump off tailgates or do any of that stupid shit. You know, like I keep them away from stairs as much as possible. Like there's 2 stairs on this, but it's nothing. This thing is not high in the air. It's very because actually This is on airbags. So this whole thing, I can lower this bitch where it almost sits on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to step up at all. It's basically like a low rider. I can put this bitch like a low rider. It's called an air dump. It's on the dashboard. I hit that and it releases all the air out of the airbags, and it just sits on the frame like this. But yeah, you don't want to overexercise a big dog in a puppy stage, because you can mess up their tendons, their ACLs, their growth plates. Like, you just gotta be careful. You know, it's like the bigger dogs are more fragile than the little dogs. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Because you think of it, if a big dog has a lot of body weight, and it goes to go one way and then abruptly turns the other way, it could tear something or snap something, or because the body weight and the momentum is going that way, and then wants to go this way real quick, it could be detrimental. You know what I mean? Larry Bird, get over here, brother. They're getting bored, so they're starting to pace around. You guys just went outside, relax, man. We doing, Larry Bird? We doing, you good boy? Oh, you guys are gonna get a real kick out of this. So I got a sofa here, and I got a sofa across from me here that turns into a bed. So I go out this morning to go to a call, and I had left one of my phones in here. So I locked the door, and I started to leave. So shit, I gotta get my other phone. So I come back in, I open the door, fucking Vader's laying on the couch. Vader's laying on the couch, just sitting there looking at me. I got a picture of it. It's hilarious. 200-pound dog on my couch. Goofball. You're a cuckoo bird. All right, all right. Don't knock the damn. Look at his big ass nose in the way. He's trying. Come on, man. Don't knock the camera over or the laptop, bro. Stop. One thing I'll tell you about my dogs lately, they've been trying to like dominate me, or they think because they're in a pack they can just take over the place. I've had to put a can of Act right on these dogs, man. I'll tell you, let them know who runs this bitch. It's like, I ain't putting up with that shit. It's like, you do what the fuck I tell you to do when I tell you. We don't put up with that shit around here. I don't put up with that aggression. Like, they've been getting aggressive, a little more aggressive towards each other. I nip that shit in the bud too. We don't put up with that shit here. Yeah, I've already talked to him. I mean, basically, he told me. See, the thing is, with that land, William, he told me I need 5 acres. I need like $5,000 down, right? Then, but he didn't tell me. Then I was going to need this other money for, I guess, closing or whatever on the land. So now it's up to like it was like 60 something $100, or no, it was 4,000 down, and it was like 6,400 with the other fees in it. So I got to get $6,400 together. He said I could give him 2,000 to hold it, as long as I had the rest to him by Christmas. I said I can't do that, dude. I said I got to buy my daughter shit. So trust me, there's a lot of in that area. There's a lot of land right there, and he's not the only one selling it. So there's 5 acre parcels all over that place. So I can get something down there. Actually, I found one where it was all cleared. It was like a soybean field or something. It's all acreage. It's wide open, man. What I'd like to do is buy a piece where it backs up to the woods. That way I have a little bit of woods on it, and then the rest be all wide open field. You know what I'm saying? No, I know you need money to close, but I'm saying when he told me the initial down payment, he didn't say you're going to need additional for closing. I thought the closing was in that the sum that he told me. Will you shut up? Stop growling. Vader's turning into a grumpy old man. Yeah, game land in the back. That way I can whack some deer, and grind them up, feed the dogs. You know what I mean? Vader been growling at the puppies. He ain't hurting them, but he keep growling and growling and growling. He's like a big baby, and like he's always trying to steal. He wants to keep all the toys to himself because I got a whole bucket of toys here, like chew toys, like those Nyla bones and shit. But he's a big jealous baby. But I'm gonna get something this year. I will get it this year. I will have it this year. Trust me. And then I think I found out, as far as my plumbing business, what's going on with that. Why I'm not getting the calls I should be getting has to do with my website and my domain. And there's some funny business going on there, so I got to go see. I got to see what I got to do to get that straight. Because I just got to get things back to the momentum I had before. So I used to make extremely good money, like killer money, and it just slowed down because the way the internet is and the way the whole algorithm and when Google took that page down, it just really did me in. But I think I figured out what's going on, so I'm going to work on getting that straightened out tomorrow. And if I can't fix it, I'm just going to rebrand the business. I'm just going to change the name of the business. But I think I found some funny shit going on, but like somebody make competitors or something doing some shit. So yeah, William. There's no such thing as taking care of one thing at a time. You got multiple things going on in your life. You know what I mean? You got to prioritize them, but you always got multiple things going on. That's just the way it is. The main thing is get the business going to make the money to be able to buy everything else. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, what are you doing? Don't do that. But trust me, I'm a grown ass man. I know what the hell I got to do. I'm just doing it. I've been working on it day and night the last 4 or 5 days. The land I've been working on for God knows how long, but the business part, I found out some things, like I said, about the internet that were screwed up. And if I get that fixed, things should start going back to normal. That's not true, William. You try to do too much. Is when you don't focus on one thing at a time is when you don't get anything done. See, I don't do that. I'm very, hey, cut it out. I'm very focused on one step at a time, like far as what I got to do. Like when I clean my RV, I do it in a certain order. Like everything I do it very efficient. That's how I do it with my business. That's why I can go in a house and make a couple $1,000s and be out of there in an hour and a half. Because I know how long it takes me to do what. I know what order to do it in. I bang it out and I get out and I take my money and I go. The main thing for me, the problem I've had is making the phone ring. And I pay somebody to do that. That's marketing. But the thing is, I think somebody was doing some funny business with my domain. Because I realize I've switched marketing companies. So if somebody's got, is pissed off because I left them or something, they may pull some funny business. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm not here to talk about me all night. As far as the dogs, like I said, we're going to be going to the appraisal. Then we're going to Conyers. Then that's the end of the year. That's it for the end of the year. And January 4th, we're going to Olivia's birthday party. That's Dana Conklin's daughter. She won a dog show for her birthday party. So we're going to that show. And then we're going to a couple more in January. And then in February, I'm going to be going to Texas, Rumble in the Jungle, June Williams show. And I got some real competition there in the large breed category. I got a lot of Connie Corsos, a lot of breeders, like high end shit, going to be there. So if I can win or place, good in there, shut up. I'll put my foot in your ass, dog. Stop it. So yeah, I can show Rocco too because he's Connie Corso. So, he's a puppy. I mean, I'm going to show him, but he's going to be in the puppy class. But Vader's going to be in like the adult large breed class. That's going to be a big class because you're going to have like Neapolitans probably in there. You're going to have big Connie Corsos, other Borbles. You're going to have Rottweilers. You're going to have a lot of shit going on. So, there might be 20. There could be 10, 15 dogs in my class. Karma will be in the she'll be in the by then she'll be in the 12 to 18 month class, female. If that's how they run, I think usually it's not. Usually it's like 7 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 18. She'll be in the 12 to 18 female Borble or female large breed, however they do it. I've never been to the Rumble, so it's going to be a little bit different. I can see how he runs it. But like when you go to a GCR show, you do your breed first, right? And if you win best of breed, then you stay for best of show. So. Yeah, then it's 18 to 24 months. Yep. And then your adults are 24 to like 5 years old, and then your seniors are like 6, 7. You know what I mean? But Vader turned 3 on September 12th. So he'll be like, he won't be 3.5, but he's about 3.5, 3 years, 4 months, or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, there's a lot of classes. June puts on a show, man. I'm telling you, he spent probably $25K just in trophies. I mean, that boy spends money. You gotta get that boy. A lot of people want to talk shit about June or say something, but I'm telling you, he might not be everybody's cup of tea. Because he's not going to be friendly with everybody. He's not going to be everybody's pal, and he's not going to give you his phone number. He's not going to go to his house and all that shit. But he's a fair judge. He does a good job. He throws a hell of a show. And he started, he'll tell you, he's been homeless. He's been like in my shit. He's been in my shoes where shit's just falling apart and you're still going to dog shows, right? And look where he's at now. That could be me in 2 years. You don't know. And if it's not me doing dog shows, I can have my company turn around in 2 years and be making $1 million. Anything's possible. That's why I don't let it get to me. You know what I'm saying? I've reinvented myself more than once. You think I'm worried about this shit? You think I can't get... I ain't worried about this shit. Got the wrong one for that, man. I've been down that road too many times. I will always figure it out. That's what hustlers do. They figure it out. Well, I mean, they're basically kind of the same, William, but the shows, different registries have different rules. They may have different rules for the exotics. They might have different rules for the pockets. It's all what the registry itself and their bylaws, I guess, or whatever, And then you got the show host, and if the show host don't like the way something's going, like something ain't right, he's got to work it out with the registry, and say, yo, man, this ain't right. But my two favorite registries right now is GCR and USBR. Because they both recognize it. Shut up! Fucking idiot. Yeah, the age classes are pretty standard. Yeah. Now they go down. It actually goes down as low as 3 to 6 months. Then it might be 6 to 12, then 12 to 18, 18 to 24. Then they might have it. They might call the adult class might be called the open class, which is like 2 to 5 years old, 2 to 6 years old. Then once you go over six, then it goes into like the senior class. 7 plus, stuff like that. They do German Shepherds at the GCR shows. I know it's all breed. Every time I go to a GCR show, there's two professional handlers that are always there. One showing a Doberman, very nice Doberman, and he's a really good handler. I can't remember his name. He even helped my daughter, showed her some tips on handling. He's a very good handler. Um, and then you got Daniel. There's another guy, Daniel, and he's usually got the Connie Corso or the Neapolitan Mastiff. Hey, cut it out. And he's the one who keeps kicking my ass in the Best in Show. I said that 3 times, William. You didn't hear that all the time I said that? Global Canine Registry. You falling asleep on me, William? Yeah, it's Global Canine Registry. And they're doing a really good job. I mean, so far, they're doing a hell of a job, you know. And they promote my dog too. Like if I buy a booth or something, they put me on the flyer, so they try to help me as much as they can too. So you know, I support people who support me. You know what I'm saying? As far as the dog game and stuff. If people don't support me, you're not going to get support back. I'm just, I try to, I help people who help me. A lot of times people want you to do stuff for them and they'll never do a damn thing for you. That's not the way life works. You know. But one thing I've learned is if I do something for somebody, I already expect nothing in return. Because you know what? Because 90% of the time they're not going to do nothing. So don't get your hopes up. Just don't expect it to begin with. Yeah. Yeah, but their shows are big. Their shows are big. Every one I went to so far, I haven't been disappointed. And like the last one, well, last one I did pretty good in too. I didn't win best in show, but I did pretty good. I won my breed, and so forth. Yeah, we'll see. I've been trying to get them tear stains under control. I'm just going to put them in the ring. If they want to bitch at the dog over tear stains, then they're retarded because that has nothing to do with the structure of the dog. Nothing. It doesn't impede the dog's sight. It's not like really a fault. It just looks like shit, you know. But I've been putting the squish face on there, rubbing it in. I've been using the wipes, and it's gotten better, but it's still dark. But he's still a good-looking dog, so we'll see. I'll just put him in there and see what they think of him. If they say he's garbage, then I know he's garbage. If they say he's great, then he's great. Right, Larry you doing, cuckoo bird? Come here. He's down here looking at my hand. Yeah, these light colored dogs. That's one. Get out of there, Karma. That's one thing I would never do again is buy a light colored Frenchie. I would make sure that bitch was dark as night. Either be black brindle, or chocolate or something like that. There would be nothing, you know, no cream, no light colors. But his coat looks great. The rest of him is, I know nothing on his elbows. I mean, he's good. He looks 100%. And when he stands, he stacks natural. He stacks natural. Like all you gotta do is act like you got something in your hand, like a treat, and he'll just go boink and stand right up the way you need him to. So it's not really hard to get him to free stack. And Karma's okay in the ring. Vader's great in the ring. Now the Connie Corso is going to be a little bit of work because he has had no training yet, but we'll get to it. I've been working with him a little bit, just stacking him. But, we'll get him right. Got plenty of time. One thing I try to do, guys, I try to let my puppies be puppies. You try to put them in too much of a serious situation when they're younger, they don't have a chance to be a puppy. It's like when your kids are trying to grow up too fast. Like my daughter, she's all got the makeup and all the bullshit. She's talking about cars already. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're 13 years old. Slow down and enjoy your life. I said, because once it's gone, you ain't getting it back. You're going to wish you was 13 again. I wish I was 13 again. But it's the same thing with the dogs. Like, don't rush them. You know what I mean? Just let them grow and mature. They'll come along. It's consistency. If you consistently work with the dog will come around. Yeah, I take them places, take them to Home Depot and stuff like that. But you have to realize you got to work with your dog. You have to have a relationship with your dog. You can't just put the dog on a leash, put him in a ring, yank him on his neck up, jack his neck up, and think that the dog's going to do well. The dog has to have a connection with you or the handler. If you're not going to handle the dog, whoever's going to handle the dog should be working with the dog. Give him the dog for 2-3 weeks. I was actually looking into a handler for Larry Bird because she does the small dogs, and she does a really good job, but she was supposed to contact me. She never even contacted me. So I guess she wasn't interested. That's one thing I'll never understand. You contact somebody, you're ready to put money in their pocket, and they still ignore you. Like, I don't know. But I think in the dog game, it depends on who you are. So, well, we'll see how everybody does. They're all going to get shown a lot in the next few months, so we'll see what happens with them. The main thing I got to do right now is concentrate on is I need to get Vader champed out because he's 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? So once he gets 4 or 5 years old, them 2.5-year-old dogs might start kicking his ass. So Philly Eagles Bowl said my Corso took off 6-8 deer last night. Yeah. That's another thing I'm looking into too. To be honest with you, Philly is. I'm gonna buy some e-collars, man, because these dogs on a recall, they ain't listening to me, and it's pissing me off to no end. So I'm gonna turn that bitch up and hit them with it. And I don't really use them collars that much. But the problem is, what are you gonna do? Keep them on a check cord? You got the long leashes like for the bird dogs, like check cord, 30 foot. We're gonna have all the dogs on check cords and yank them back. That ain't gonna work. Be all tangled up and shit. So what I was trying to do, I'm trying to find a collar kit where I can have 4 collars, 1 receiver, and then go like through 1 through 4 and hit it. You know what I'm saying? So that would be cool. If you had like a multiple dog receiver, and you could They probably make one. I know I seen one that I think had 3, and that way you can click it to number 2 and hit them, or number 1 and hit them, depending on who's not listening. You know, I mean Vader listens too. Even as he's gotten older, he comes, but he just comes a lot slower now. He's like he takes his time, and it's not because he's old. He just figures, oh, I'll get there when I get there. So I'm saying, like, if you don't work one thing with some of these dogs, if you don't work them all the time, like steady, like just even 15 minutes a day, if you don't work them and get them in a rhythm, let them know, establish that alpha and let them know, look, I run this motherfucker. If you don't do that, you're going to have problems. Because, like, these 4 dogs, when I let them out to play, when they start playing amongst themselves, they start to ignore me. Okay? Then I got to get in their ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. That's what the electronic collar would be great for, is to break that up. Because basically what you're trying to do is like break them off of what they're doing, take their focus off of that, and put it back on you. You know? So I'm probably going to eventually get those. And if I get land, I'll probably put up an invisible fence. You know? Something like that. The good thing about Vader, though, I can leave him outside. He might mill around, but he won't go off the property. He stays right here. I go outside. He's laying there by the door. Oh yeah, well that's a different thing when they see deer. I mean, that's a whole different. That's prey drive, man. When a dog's in prey drive, they're gone, man. Like if they see a rabbit, or if you get a dog with a high prey drive, forget about it. It's like when I used to do German Shorthair pointers. I used to train the bird dogs. Man, I had a beautiful German Shorthair pointer. That dog was supposed to stay like 30, 40 yards in front of you, coursing back and forth. Man, that dog was a quarter mile away from me, man. That dog took off. I was like, man, I can't deal with this shit. Yeah, I'm going to get the e-collars because I can't get time for that bullshit, man. To be honest with you. I want them to know, even though you're in the woods, that don't mean shit. I still got control over your ass. You know? And a lot of times I've seen people do, back in the day, they put the collar on them for a while and train them on the collar. Then they take a block of wood and put a dummy collar on them. So they think they got the collar on them, and all they got is a block of wood on the collar because you don't even need it no more. They've done it though. I've seen it done. Dog's like, oh shit, I ain't gonna mess with him. He gonna hit me with that e-collar. And all this damn piece of wood on there. Piece of 2x4 or 1x4 or whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, like I said, I might be going through some shit, but the dogs are great. I'm telling you, the dogs all look good. They're healthy. They're all in shape. They're getting big. It's just time to get them in the ring and rock and roll, man. The only thing that sucks is it's so cold here. It's like 20-something degrees. My hose line keeps freezing. I can't wash them inside because they're too goddamn big. Larry Bird's the only one that can wash inside. I could put him in the shower. I could put the puppy, the Connie, in the shower for right now. I got like a shower I can close up, and I got the long hose and all that. But these Borbles, man, you can't even take them to Tractor Supply because they won't fit in that goddamn fucking thing either. You know, I looked online. They got a wash station they make for big, huge dogs like this. That shit is like almost $2,000. Just like I've been looking at the Impact dog crates, right? Them fucking things are expensive, man. The 54-inch kennel Impact dog crate, the indestructible ones, They're telling me that shit is $2,700 for a dog crate. I'm like, what? I said online to the guy that owns the company, I was like, man, how the fuck am I going to afford a $2,800 goddamn crate? I could buy another female Borbal for that price. I mean, they are nice, but I mean, come on, man. I mean, I could see maybe 1,000, but not no goddamn 2,700. I said, man, forget that shit. They used to tell me, oh, we got all kinds of discounts and we got financing. I'm like, well, I don't see no discounts. I mean, they're built really well, and they set up in seconds, you know. I'm going to call them directly and I'm going to say, look, man, if I buy 3 54-inch kennels, what price are you going to give me? And if you don't tell me what I want to hear, I just think I can't do it, bro. But, price of shit is just crazy, man. Price of food, price of anything. It's just, everything's, you think, the price of the dog food, everything's went up so much. But goddamn, if I go to somebody's house and tell them it's $4.75, put a toilet in, they'll look at me like I'm crazy. Like, the fucking toilet's $200 or $150. What do you think, I'm going to do it for free? Being a contractor, people have no idea what we go through. $10,000 bond, $5,000 worth of insurance a year just for the business. All the tools, all this bullshit, the gas, the commercial truck insurance, lettering the truck. And they think like I'm going to work for like $50. I'm going to go put the faucet in for $50. I'm like, yeah, okay. Keep thinking that. If I'm going to make that kind of money, I go work at damn Home Depot and stand in the plumbing aisle and look stupid all day. People aren't realistic anymore. And they want everything immediate. Everybody wants everything immediate these days. Joseph says here, out of all the breeds you worked with, which one shows the most intelligence? That's a tough one. Most intelligence, let me see. Well, let's see. I've owned Shepherds, Rottweilers, bird dogs, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to have to say the most intelligent one so far was the Rottweiler. Then I'd say the Connie Corso. And then I'd say the Borbal. And it's not because they're big dogs. It's just I know I had a Rottweiler that I had trained so well, I could put him in a 500-yard downstay, and the dog wouldn't move. And then I would walk 500 yards. I would walk all the way across the park and call him, say, here. And the dog would come to me. I say, foos. The dog would come around and heel on my left side. Dog would sit there for 10, 15 minutes. But I put a lot of time in. Like I said, you get what you put in. You know what I mean? What's Philly saying here? I lucked out the other week. My dog food was $20 off a bag. Oh, nice. Yeah, I bought dog food at Tractor Supply before I went back to Next Level, because Next Level is hard to find around here. So I got to go. I actually have to go back. I have to drive like an hour and 20 minutes to go get the food. So I got to buy 2-3 bags of the clip. But I got 20 or $30 off a bag or some shit like that. I got for like $30 too. But I use the Next Level kibble, the purple bag, and they seem to like it and they do well on it. But they get a lot of meat too, so it's like 80% meat, 20% kibble. I don't give them a lot of tons and tons of kibble. Now during the winter, I bump the kibble up. Now right now they're on heavier kibble. As soon as spring and summer comes, they go to more 90% raw, 10% kibble. I might give them a cup of kibble and their raw food twice a day. Feed them in the morning. I split it up, so they're not hungry. And feed them every 12 hours, basically, like 7 in the morning, 7 at night. William's saying, why? Why what? Why do I not give them a lot of kibble? Well, in the summer months, I don't give them a lot of kibble because all the carbohydrates, they tend to get too much oil in their skin, and the sebum in their skin clogs their pores. They start getting hot spots, so they don't get that with the raw. So you want to back the carbs off in the summertime. Wintertime is cold. They need the carbs. You go outside, it's freezing. It's fucking cold out, man. Bad out there right now. I got the heat kicking in this bitch right now. I got the heat on 72 in here, and it still ain't hot in here. Because it's an RV. It's not going to be as efficient, sealed up as a house is. During the day, I got it down to like 66 because the sun hits the thing and it warms it right up. But and I switched the meats up. I use chicken, beef. And then I use that Fresh Pet from Walmart, the beef one. So it's got vegetables in it and rice and other things. And I mix, so it'd be chicken quarters, Fresh Pet, ground beef. Sometimes I'll give them some chicken livers if I want. I mix it up, so not eating the same stuff. So, damn, it's 9:30 already. God damn. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here because I'm tired. But I'll see you guys next Friday. Anybody got any questions before I leave and anything else? Anybody got any puppies or anything they want to talk about? Shout out now. I do give them the bones, William, but I give it to them uncooked. That way it's malleable and they can crush it and pulverize it and chew it up. Never give them cooked bones, ever. Has to be raw. Like I'll give them chicken drumsticks and they'll disintegrate them. I can check their poop after the next day or whatever, and you don't see nothing. It's pulverized. It's gone. And you figure Warble's jaw pressure is 540 psi. Connie, I think is like 700 or 640 or some shit like that. Because the Kangol is like up there like 750. Now Larry Bird, I don't really give him a lot of bones because he ain't got the jaw pressure for that shit. But the big dogs get the bones. Larry Bird gets special treatment. So. Well, if it's cooked, you got to debone it. You got to just give them the meat. Hey, what are you doing? You can't give them any bones if it's cooked. Like if I cook steak, I'll give them the fat. I'll give them the meat, but they're not getting nothing they're not getting a T-bone. You know what I'm saying? If that splinters in their intestines or something, it's game over. They'll tear it, and then bile could get into their system. They get sick. Too much shit. Too many bad things could happen. Oh, you want to hear this? Check this out. Before I leave, Rocco, the Cane Corso, has a fetish of eating rocks. Yeah, eating rocks. He's been throwing fucking rocks up. Nice, right? So now every time I let him out, I got to watch him like a hawk to make sure he don't pick no rocks up. So another reason why I want to get out of here because I don't want the dog near the rocks. Damn $5,000 dog, man. I can't have the dog die on me. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm tired. And I'll see you all next week, all right? So have a good week. Peace.